Hey guys, and we are the Shepherd Twins. So we're gonna get started, but first thing we want to ask you guys is to make sure you guys subscribe. So click the link right there, the little tab that says subscribe, and subscribe to our channel. So this is our first YouTube video.
Yes. So this is Shonda. I'm Shanice. Everyone knows me as Sean. So we are identical twins.
I don't think that we look at it like each other.
We are
anymore.
1 minute apart. And the reason why she says that is because I am about 6 months pregnant now.
Yes.
So I am gaining weight in my face and all over. Start off with this quick Q&A talking about us and starting a business, anything pretty much. We kind of took some questions down from live on Instagram, which you can follow us on Instagram at Theeshepherdtwins or at PS Shonda, where we do a little more interaction there and pretty much get all the information that you need. We kind of update that a little more, and then we go back to the Shepherd Twins back and forth. So either or, you can follow each one of the Instagram accounts.
Yeah. So let's get started. So the first question usually people ask, what's the difference between me and her? And so I would say, clearly she's pregnant, but another visible image is I have a little scar right here, if you see, right there. And that's the difference. And my name is Shonda, and that's Shanice. So Shonda has the mark, the scarring right there, and that's how people are able to identify who is who. And yeah, and then also I would say I think you're like an inch kind of taller than me. So I think that's another difference between us, that people can identify who is who.
Exactly. Also, we have, even though we're twins, we're definitely different personalities. She is definitely the fun one, the one that kind of the diva of us all.
That's me.
I am a more of a calm, let's think about it type of person, being very cautious, and she's like, hey, no, let's go out and just get it done.
Period.
So I'm just like, okay. So that's why I am the type of person that loves to be behind the scenes. So I'm not that type of twin where I have to be in the scenes all the time. I'm not that type of person. So this is a totally different feel for me to be in front of the camera. So it's just, you'll really get to see our personalities as time goes by. What else do you like to say?
I would just say second question would be, people always ask, are we really, can we tell when each other are going through something? So I guess you would call it telepathy. And I would say yes. And the reason is because, like, it's like a feeling like, a woman's instinct. It's kind of like a twin instinct. Yeah. So like, I'll feel like I'll go on my day, then I end up feeling like my mood will change, and I'll call my sister, like, you all right? And then I hear her voice, her tone is not the same, and so I'm like, I knew something wrong, because she's like, man, I was just arguing, and I just feel, and I was just like, okay, it's gonna be all right. But I just knew it was something. It's just a feeling that I get over.
Honestly, I get like a gut feeling. That's also like, if I don't hear from her, we talk like 20 times a day. So if I don't hear from her, I'm like, this is my best friend. If I don't hear, I feel like it's something going on, whether it's emotional or just something that's just on her mind.
Yes,
And
I definitely think that we are totally connected in a different type of bond. I mean, people, twins will really know, because if, like, say, if you're identical twin or a twin, you feel that connection.
Yeah.
You're born the same day, the same time.
Yeah.
So in most cases, you know, so it's just an instinct that you automatically feel. So I would say yes to that question. Third question would be, am I single, and if she's married, or which one is married? Okay, so Shauna's the single one, and currently I've been single for 2 years, which I'm like she always tell me, you better be single till, you know,
and enjoy it
and
while
enjoy
you are
it.
single. If all the single ladies are out there, I always recommend them to enjoy your single life. Definitely enjoy your dating. Getting to know people. I'm not saying to be sexually active.
Right.
All I'm saying is
not.
to enjoy your dating stage, because once you get married and decide to have kids, all of that really stops, because you focus on your family. You're focused on building with your husband. You're focusing on, you know, also taking your relationship to the next level, especially when you guys are adding God and spiritual things in the mix with it. You guys want to do a lot of bonding and things like that. So I definitely always tell her, enjoy your whole single life, because I've been with my husband going on 12 years, and I'm just 30. And so absolutely, I would definitely recommend that.
Yeah, as to continue with what she was saying, I think that I've learned to understand me, understand myself, my dislikes, what I don't want, what I do want. So a dating process is literally, I think, is really good for the soul, for the person. And being that I'm 30 years old now, I know exactly the do's and the don'ts. I mean, I still have learning to do, but at the same time, I feel like it's so important in my life in this stage right now, because it's like from here on out, it's not like I'm getting younger, I'm getting older, and I have to know all these things, because I'm the type of person, it's a little thing can tick me off. Like I love straight teeth, you know what I'm saying? This is my second time I had braces. I took them off, so I just like little things like that. I love straight teeth. I love a man to open my door, like automatically if they open my door, that's like negative points. I don't know, if you gotta climb up with me.
She loves the whole courting stage.
Yes.
And I think like now that it's like, you know, 2000 and almost going on 2020, a lot of guys have forgotten about the stages of really capturing and getting the girl. It's just like, let me just throw this money and then that's it. No, it's everything else behind that. And definitely, especially when you're trying to spend the rest of your life.
I want the house, the car, the money, the bill, everything.
Okay. And so it's like, even if you're trying to get to that next level, it's like, okay, what else do you have behind all of that?
Absolutely.
So what do you have? What about your mind? What about your spirit? What about emotional? And it takes time to learn that from a man. But if he's all open doors with you, that is great. I would definitely say that's great.
Yeah, I definitely feel like knowing that my sister and seeing my sister being married and being with one person is definitely something that I look forward to be saying that it is possible, because, you know, it's 2019. Yeah. I mean, come on, dating is very hard. No matter what what group of age range you are, it's definitely hard. And so I look at that, I'm like, okay, that's something that I look forward to and that I want. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm taking it for what it is and moving forward and living my life to the fullest.
Yeah.
But another question that someone asks is, are we planning, so how long have we actually had Intertwined? So this is a business question. So we have a clothing company that is called Intertwined. We've been in business about 3 years now, and it's been definitely
a journey.
It's been a journey.
Honestly, the journey of starting the business was we started with working for Disney, doing styling and things like that.
Men.
And for men,
it was actually men.
At that, and we kind of branched it off and went and did reconstructing on denim shorts and adding studs and diamonds and things like that.
Right.
And it was very time consuming.
Yeah.
And we decided, okay, this wasn't for us. Let's go back to the corporate world and get more knowledge, especially because we graduated from colleges. So we said, let's see what our degrees will do. She went to Cal State Long Beach. I went to Cal State.
Yes, we did attend college. We did attend college. I can't say that was definitely good.
A good thing. She went for actually business administration. I went for business administration. She went for healthcare administration. Mm-hmm. And so basically still the same thing with business. And we've been able to use what we've had with our degrees and learning the administration part of it, or just business and being on computers and things like that, and incorporate it in our business now.
Yes.
So when we started Intertwine, it was a no-brainer to start Intertwine. It was just like, we're going to do this and we're going to do it to the fullest.
Absolutely.
And we took that and ran with it. It became, and it is our baby. So
it's my baby, actually. It's really
my third baby now. Yeah. Because
what our third baby? It's you.
Well, now we have a second business.
Oh, yeah. So when we say babies, we actually are describing businesses. And, of course, she's pregnant, so that's another business. A baby. So, a real baby. And so that's just to say.
It's just, and I say that because, honestly, having a business takes over your life.
Oh.
And I know that it's like a child being there 24/7, especially because we have online companies. It is a 24-hour non-stop machine with answering emails, phones, making sure packages are out there, making sure there's new inventory for the regular size and our curve collection, and also incorporating our collaborations with different influencers and things like that. So it definitely takes full force and for all of your commitments. So that's why I always tell people, if this is something that you really want to do, definitely know there's going to be very sleepless nights, things that you can't control, and things that you have to handle with dignity and being able to answer even when you really don't want to.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely. So people always ask, another question that someone asks is, me being Shonda, how is it being able to juggle a corporate job with actually having an online business? I can honestly, let's start there. It's intertwined because it's two of us, and that stemmed from us being twins, and that's how we came up with the name Intertwine, because twins are intertwined, and then you know that's how we came up with the name. So me having intertwined and be able to have a job, my sister is definitely a help to that, because it's so much in play that you have to take on. You need an assistant, you need a second hand, and that's my sister. Like I always tell people, my sister picks up where I lack, and I would vice versa. Where she lacks, I pick up. So I'm really good with computer work, editing. So most of the photos that you see, I do edit all of them. Even on the website, I even do, when it has a sale, I construct things like that. So, and my sister does the packaging, customer service, everything like that. So it really is detrimental to our business it's both of us is always on the same page. Absolutely. And that's why we speak so much, because not only are we twins, are we sisters, we are business partners, and we understand that. And that's why it works, because we grew up in the same household. We want the same goals. We want the same things in life. So that's why it works. Honestly, it's a struggle, and it's hard. Like after work, I get off at 5. I have to go back to the office to meet her, to drop off packages, to do a lot of things. And
honestly too, to not cut you off, I think I appreciate my sister even more to know that, you're working a 9 to 5, and then to come home or come off of your job to go to our office to put in the extra work. Because anyone could say, oh, I'm tired today, I can't make it, but she puts in the extra effort, and that makes me feel like not alone. A lot of people that does partnership, they feel like it's only them when they have a partnership, because someone is not picking up the slack. Someone is not making them feel secure. Someone is not making them know that they have their back. when things do fall through. And, in the beginning, you're going to have a lot of trial and error, especially this is not something that someone just gives you and everything is fine. Things is going to fall through the cracks, and it's all a learning experience. And I think that honestly, it soothes me. It lets me know that she has my back. And that's why that's the second question also that people always ask. How is it working with family? See, it's different. I can only go off of my experience and my experience with my twin sister. Yeah. I don't know how it would be for me if I was working with my brother or my aunt. I only can know working with my sister. It's genuine. We want the best for each other. We have the same vision. She gives different suggestions and I give mine. And it's like, okay, why don't we incorporate them both and intertwine them both? And then we'll do that. That's what the whole thing, we knew that it was going to work. The dynamics was just unedible. So we just knew that it was going to match. So definitely I would recommend for people, if you know you want to go into business or partnership with someone, take the time to learn them. Yeah. Take the time to know if they're good with money. Yeah. Take the time to know if they're very social and outspoken, because you may have a partner that feels some type of way that will never tell you how they feel, and the company crumbles because no one speaks up. Yeah. Until it falls through and it's like, I'm blaming you, you blaming me, and the company is dead. Right. So definitely
get to know your partner, whoever your partner is.
And so we, definitely do that.
So parallel to that, they always ask us, is there any type of arguments? Me and my sister fight and argue all the time. Not physically fight, but
I was gonna say, wait.
like when I say that, we
but we do go into these little spats, but we know, see, like that's when I say get to know someone. We know the fact that it's not like I don't have to talk to you no more. I don't need to talk to her anymore. It's just kind of like we get into it, may hang up, take some time to cool off, and hey girl. It's like, hey girl, I didn't really mean that, and please get over that.
I'm a little.
She's the one that kind of hold the grudges, and I'm like, okay, on to the next thing. We got to worry about this customer that the package didn't come on time, or UPS they messed up on something, and we have to move on and get our feelings out of it. A lot of people put their feelings into business. When it's business, honey. And business has to go on. Whether you feel mad or you're not feeling it today, business is business and customers are coming. And if you want to continue the reflection of your company and continue growing your company, you definitely have to let that emotional stuff go. Yeah. That's the survival key.
Yeah. Definitely. Questions that they ask is, do we have is it a twin that is evil and a twin that's good?
Honestly, I would say my sister she's off the chain. Like
I would say
off the chain diva. I am so mellow. I do have my times when I'm trying to get my point across, but she is definitely the one.
I wouldn't call myself evil, but I would definitely call myself guarded and
aggressive.
And because whatever I want, I feel like I need to make sure that I am heard. For example, it was a guy that I was speaking to or talked to, and I feel like he didn't really get to know me because you should know that I have the best interest for everything. But when I say things and I want to get my point across, just let me talk. Let me talk. Give my 5 minutes. And that's how I am. And then I'll be good. So, I don't know. So, for me, I won't say evil. I would just say I'm stern and straight to the point. And there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like that's what people lack in a lot of things. And I think being straight to the point is definitely a good thing. I think, my sister, I can't say she's good. She's a good wife. She's a good friend. She is that. I think that's a good thing.
I think that question could be, it's really, people always ask us about assistance and intern. Honestly, we haven't had the best luck with that. We've tried to do that several times and it has not worked out, unfortunately, because you want people to do the same thing that you're doing. You're teaching them to do it, and sometimes when things does not happen that way, you know, you give people chances, of course, but they really have to implement what you do at all times. And it's all about, and then also making sure that we train them. And if you know that you train them in every avenue in the company, it shouldn't be any like mistakes here and there, but not major ones. Not when you're sending other people packages from one customer to another customer, and then they get in the wrong package at the same time, and then you have to spend money to ship the item back and then ship the correct item to them. It's just like things like that. You have to make sure things are always on top of each other. So we always try to give that to someone, that we always take a time to look for someone for that. So it is opening up for a new intern. We have someone that is coming in with us, especially now that I'm pregnant, and I won't be able to do that as much because I am going to be breastfeeding and be at home, and I know that takes a lot of time away from the business. And also Shauna always has like twice a year where she takes on 2 mentors for the year at that. And she mentors them through the whole 365 days of the year. So basically, if they're out of state, they're able to talk to you FaceTime, be able to email, or give her a text like, hey, I had a question about this. Hey, I had a question about that. So we take 2 people on for the year because we want to make it very personal. We want to make sure that their company is running, and we're doing all we can to give them the right answers that they need in order to make their business successful.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely wanted to give you guys a little insight about us, insight about business. We will come back with another video just pertaining business. And then giving you guys things, and people also are able to email us with any questions that they want us to ask.
Actually, write it down in the comment part.
And you can ask in the comment, and then we will be able to jot that down. So when our next video comes, you guys will be able to see the answers to them.
And also put on your notifications, so whenever we upload a video on YouTube, that you be the first one to see and don't miss out.
Absolutely. So thank you guys for watching our channel. Again, we are the Shepherd Twins.
Yay.
And we look forward to seeing you guys. Definitely subscribe, and we will look forward to seeing you guys again. Bye.